Trusting numbers on a wall, they rise and fall, don't say much at all. Every plan had its moment in time, worked for a while, then crossed the line. Ran a restaurant, loved the flame, good food, good nights, familiar game. I turned the photos face down, then didn't need to meet that version of me again. But I always knew my face around the back then. Softer shape, called myself Big Mitch, played it light, but jokes don't lift that kind of weight. Then one night under fluorescent light, in a quiet gym late in the night, I didn't turn, I didn't run, I finally said, yeah, that's me, son. I don't look perfect, I don't look perfect, I don't look young, I don't look young, I just look like scar on my nose from a heart a year, healed up clean, still standing here. Life kept rolling, so did I. Didn't come this far just to pass it by. I tried every promise ever made, same old circle, different shade. One small slip, one excuse, learn right back to a weight I couldn't burn. This time I stayed inside the lines. No deals, no maybes, no second tries. Meeting salt day after day, and the noise in my head just faded away. Then one night under mirror light, I stood there calm, I stood there right. Didn't wish, didn't pretend, I finally said, yeah, this is the end. I don't look broken, I don't look broken, I don't look done, I don't look done, I just look like a normal man. 2 push-ups used to stop my breath. Now I passed 25, still got some left. Not fighting age, not chasing time, just strength coming back one rep at a time. Body got lighter, mind got clear. Funny how truth shows up this late in the year. Wasn't weak, wasn't lost back then, just needed the right fuel to meet myself again. Now when I catch that mirror glance, I don't judge him, I give him a chance. Not a before, not a regret, not someone I'm trying to forget. No trophies, no trophies, no grand plan, no grand plan. Just finally living a normal man. 78, still standing tall. Old guy carnivore. Yeah, I found it all. Yeah, I found it all. Well, alright now, pull up a chair, grab yourself a steak, and welcome to the show. I'm just an old guy with a YouTube planet, trying to help folks be the best they can. Got a skillet hot and the stories flow when the carnivore rhythm starts to go. Ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Used to play the congas back in my day. Now I play them while the ribeyes sway. We laugh, we learn, we hang around while that carnivore groove lays down. Come on in, the congas rolling and the stories told. Carnivore wisdom never gets old. Trumpets shout, trombones slide, conga drums keep the groove alive. Steaks on the grill, friends in the chat. Pull up a chair, how cool is that? Come on in, pull up a seat. Got good friends and plenty of meat. Laugh a little, stay a while. Carnivore swinging in style. All right, folks, let's get this live stream started.
Live! Here I am. I always forget something. Live from Melbourne, it's Saturday night. Hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you. Wow, got Gary and Mike Seeley Sr. in the green room already. Super, super. Let me go ahead and put that link back in the chat and pin it so it's always there. Let's see, where is it? Yep, I lost it. Hang on, hang on, hang on. We'll put the professional show business on hold for a second. There's the link. And let me pin it to the chat so it's always there. It should be at the bottom now, I think. They changed it. Yes. Did it get pinned to the bottom? Yeah, there it is. Okay. That's something new. That's something new. How's everybody tonight? Did you all have a big carnivore day on YouTube? Ah, Amy's here too. Oh, wow, wow. Oh, look at that hair. My God, all that hair. All that hair. And I got a haircut. I have no hair now. Look at this. This is how short it is. In fact, it looks a little bit gray shows when I cut it this short. As soon as it grows out a little bit, it grows out dark. But same color. It's just not changing. Just not changing. Okay. Well, good to see you, everybody. Let me say some quick hellos here, and we'll get right to the panel. Wow, wow, wow. Lori was the first one in, and she got in it this morning. Well, that's good. They didn't do away with that. And Just Jerry has some company, so she'll have to watch the replay. Humira's here. Hi, Humira. How you doing? And Mike Seeley from Tampa checked in. Michael Pregler. God, I was in and out of Rick's stream almost all morning. I couldn't stay. And I basically said hello first thing. But I kept popping in and out between other things. And, man, most of you guys just hang around for the whole 4 hours. Wow. Wow, wow. It's terrific. Mike Seeley said hello. How you doing? Jem is here. Hi, Jem. How are you? Richard Williams is here, and Fernando Passos from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Bom dia. How do you say good night? Is it? Well, in Spanish, it's buona notte, or that's Italian. Buenos, I don't know. Good evening. Good evening, Fernando. Good to see you. Good to see you. And we have Barry Simon. Hi, Barry. How are you? Good Saturday Night Live, Mitch and all. I have to get my talker working here. I haven't been talking to anybody all day. I have to warm up a little bit. And the fur grandma's here. How you doing? Good to see you. Uncle Charlie, good evening. And Loretta Wallach. Hi, Loretta. How you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. Good to see you. Rex Ford. Good to see you. And CB. I think I breezed by you on Thomas not too long ago. How was that? Yeah, you guys have to tell me about it. Good to see you. Yeah, long time no see. And John Studd is here. You are ripped for a man of your caliber. Show the carnivores how to get ripped up. Yes, I can show you how to get ripped up. Have a stroke. Have a stroke. I don't know if I'm all that ripped up anymore. It's coming back a little bit. You can see it. It's coming. You know, that's not what it used to be, but getting there slowly but surely. For a man my age, it makes it tough too. But thank you, John. Very kind of you to say. Very kind of you to say. Ribeye Susie's here. Hi, Ribeye Susie. How are you? And who else have I missed so far? CB Lambs. Lambs. Yes, sir. 7 o'clock. Right on the bell again. The man's a giant in the field of being on time. Bancy. Hey, can I eat pizza on carnivore? Well, Bancy, depends on how you define pizza. If you take and make a meat crust, either out of chicken or beef, forget the tomato sauce, put cheese on it and a bunch of meat on top, and you want to call that pizza, absolutely, eat pizza. Eat pizza. Bacon Runner, how you doing, Donna Ray? Good to see you. And let's keep going for another second here, and then I will get to my panel, which is starting to build. Now I have Barry Simon waiting. Wow, what a great start. No begging tonight. Danny in Boston, how you doing? Marla Kelly's here. How you doing, Marla? Loretta Nadow. Jerry Hall. Amy. Hi, Amy. How you doing? And Sandy Blythe is here. Simpson Johns from Iowa. How you doing? Good to see you. And here we have Edward Renner from San Diego. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Everywhere. And thank you, Jim. Thank you. We love SNL with Mitch. I do too. I love these things. Chris Wayne. Good day, mate. How are you? From Tomorrowland. Who is this? Melones 1. Hello from Lori. Lori in Northern Virginia. I was stationed in Northern Virginia back in the late 60s and early 70s outside of Manassas. And that's where I learned to fly, the Manassas Airport. So I'm very familiar with Northern Virginia. But it was much less built up back then. Now it's crazy. It's just like one large city from Washington, D.C. all the way to the Blue Ridge Mountains. Didn't used to be. Didn't used to. And I think, Lizzie, did I say hi to you? How you doing? And that's it. I got to the bottom of this chat. So without further ado, let me do this. Let me get rid of the banner. Okay. Let me clear all the chats away. Bye, Lizzie. And I got Gary in there twice. Move, Gary, so I can tell which one of you is live. Okay, so I'll get rid of the other one. I don't know why that happened, but all right. One Barry is enough. No trolls. Well, since Gary, I'm sorry, not Gary, Gary and Barry, it's getting confusing for an old guy. Since Gary was the first, I'll bring him in first. No trolls today.
Hey, Mitch. Troll bait here. How you doing?
Troll bait. Yeah, troll bait. With a nice cigar to make me jealous.
Just came today. Delivery.
What is that?
This is a cheap one I had ordered the first time, and I really liked them. And then I went to order them again, and they didn't have them. But then they showed up on sale again.
Oh,
So
okay.
I got some more. Yeah.
Looks like it's got a nice ash on it. Very, very important. All right, we
Thank you,
also have
Mitch.
Mike Seeley here. Mike Seeley, good evening. How
Hello.
are you?
Good evening.
We got you might lower your camera a little bit because your head is right at the bottom of the picture.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to see you more than the picture. There you go, much better. That's called photographic composition. Composition.
Hey, Senior
Hi,
Seeley.
Gary.
And welcome. She let the
Hey,
hair
friends.
down. Holy mackerel! Look,
Wow.
look
Amy.
at that.
Hello, Amy.
Ah,
Hello.
look at that hair! Holy cow! How you doing, sweetie?
It's Carnivore. Carnivore is bringing my hair back. Right?
Wow.
it's not doing anything for me on top, but it's keeping my hair dark. That's for sure.
I'll make a wig for you.
No, thank you. No, I kind of like my head. My hair, and I told this story before, is totally and completely unmanageable. It has a mind of its own. It waves and curls and flips up, and it was a nightmare. When it went away, I wasn't upset. I didn't have to worry about it. I didn't have to use glue it down anymore, Brill cream and stuff like that. Or I'd have to, in order to get the flip out of it on the sides. Remember when we used to wear our hair longer on the sides, men would?
Yep.
I had to blow dry it and curl it under to get it not to flip up, and then I'd have to use half a can of hairspray just to hold it in place. I said that was absurd. That was
Welcome
absurd.
to woman's world.
Yeah,
Right?
I know. I don't envy you that. I don't envy you that. Well, welcome tonight. We also have Barry Simon here with us.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Hi, Barry.
How you doing?
Hi,
Let me
Barry.
Good evening.
keep an eye to see
Evening.
so I don't miss anybody else that comes in. But wow, what a nice start! And Barry, in homage to your hard work, let me cue it up.
Well, don't show the last video I just sent
Hey,
you.
Barry.
Or the Gary,
Don't show the last video. Which one was that?
I just sent it to you like 10 minutes ago. So
Oh, I didn't have a chance to even look at that one yet. No, I'm going to show the Tony the Tiger one.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's great. It's great. Hang on a second. Let me get it queued up over here. Okay. Now let me get this back to the beginning. I don't have it on a button on my mixer yet, so it's hard to do. But this, let me go through the drill here. Make me big. Go to the screen. Tony the drug dealer. You got to love this. Ready? Turn the sound on. Here we go.
Hey kids, it's Tony the drug dealer. Oh yeah, Tony, we're hooked.
Give me more. It's the best high.
Is that great? Look at the
Hey kids,
look at the
it's
fat
Tony
people.
the drug dealer. Oh yeah, Tony, we're hooked.
Give me more. It's the best high.
Oh man, I've invented a new phrase, Barry, and that phrase is button worthy. That is button worthy on my mixer. I need to find a button on my StreamYard rather, where I can push that button like I push this button when I want to play the. You know, I can just push it and there it is. And I want to do the same thing with that Tony the Tiger thing. I think that's great. That's just funny as hell. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. Now, he put things back the way they were. There we go. Man, the man with the buttons. Yeah. I'm getting more used to it. So, what's new? What's new out there? You all been live streaming all day?
Not really.
Just watching Rick
Anybody?
this
Anybody?
morning.
Okay. I was pretty busy today for a Saturday. I watched Rick for a while, about the first half hour,
Right, yeah.
and talked said hi to people, and then I had stuff come up I had to do. I went away for a couple hours, and I came back and watched for a half hour, but didn't. I lurked, you know. I just lurked. And is there a reason why Rick is not going to be here tonight? Does he have a party or something? The reason I say that, I haven't seen him in the chat.
I think he's doing one of those grill shows with
Something.
his friend.
And the reason I say that is because I was watching the end of his show, and he was announcing all the upcoming shows he's going to be on. If you were there, you heard him say, and you can find me on Tuesday with Russ, and you can find me on Monday, and you might be able to find me on Sunday. So, but the one thing he didn't say is, I'll be on Mitch's tonight. So I'm saying to myself, okay, Rick, I guess the love affair's over.
I think he's helping his friend move.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Good.
And then it dawned on me that I remember him saying something about he had something upcoming, and I'm sure that's what it is. I
Saturday.
don't think Rick just doesn't like me anymore.
No. Next Saturday, I know he said he was possibly going to a meetup or something, or there was a gathering locally. That was next Saturday, though, not this week.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Spanky is here. Hi, Spanky. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. I'm trying to keep an eye on the chat while we do this. So, and CB is in the chat. He was just on with Thomas. Did any of you see that?
Oh yeah,
No, I didn't see it.
No.
Did you see it, Gary?
Yeah,
I did.
I saw
It
it.
was great.
Was it good? Okay. And
I've never
Dustin,
seen CB's before pick.
I
it was
haven't.
on
I don't
the
remember if
thumbnail.
I've seen it either. I don't think I've seen it either. Next time he comes in here with us, remind me to badger
Well,
him.
he just
until
had a
he
much
shows-
rounder face. You can tell he lost a lot of weight just in his face.
That's kind of the way my picture is. And here we have Dan. Dan is in the green room. And Dan is in the chat now.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing, young man? How
What's
are
up,
you?
Dan?
Ecstatic and stoked to be on here. What a great panel we got here.
Oh, yeah, man.
Thanks, Dan.
Quite welcome, Gary. You're quite welcome.
We still have room for more, too. Anybody else that wants to come on, the link is at the bottom of the chat. And I will put it in there again in case you can't find it. That's a clue for these things. If the link says StreamYard, you can pretty well assume it's it's a link to the chat.
I may have bad internet, so it might crash out. I'll go right back in.
Yeah, just come right back in. It looks fine. Well, it looks and sounds fine now.
It's. I have a feeling it's going to go out.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
It went out. Okay. Nice
We're going to
seeing
be
you.
having some bad weather here, Mitch, in about 15 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, rain, some heavy rain and
No
big
shit.
winds. Big winds, 40
Oh,
miles
shit.
an hour.
Let me bring up my weather map and see. It was gorgeous out there a few
I
minutes
know.
ago. It was just beautiful when
Oh,
yeah, there's not a big line, but there is some stuff coming at us from the northeast.
right.
It's still offshore, and it's moving pretty fast. So it looks like we'll get a couple showers, but I don't think we're going to have more than a half an hour of rain unless it starts to build some more.
But they've been talking about the high winds
Oh,
all
okay.
the way
Well,
through tomorrow.
that's great. Love that. Hope we don't get.
Yeah,
Hope I
I
don't
know.
get blown over. Okay, and let's see. Barry Simon sent me. I couldn't take her anymore. Oh, I
Yeah,
don't know who.
yeah. Just be careful with. That's something to watch on your own.
Okay, you got it. We don't want to insult anybody. Spanky. Spanky has entered the studio.
Wow. Hi, Spanky.
How you doing?
Nice meeting you, Spanky.
Hey, nice meeting you. How you doing?
And Dan is back.
Yes. I'm back.
Ah, Dan again. Yeah.
Spanky, how are you?
I am good. All moved in to the new place. I broke in the stairs, fell down them once, so
Oh, no.
we're doing good. Yeah, I got some marks going on.
Ah, shit. Are you growing a beard?
Well, I got a goatee, but I'm going to be shaving that off for golf season.
Well, it's very, very becoming. Why would you want to? Why would anybody want to shave off a perfectly good goatee?
Well, you have a point there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I would. I would never. And you look like you lost a little weight. Maybe it's the goatee.
Yeah, I have actually about 7 pounds in the last couple of weeks.
Your face looks a little thinner. Or did you get one of those lenses, for your camera that squish everything up?
I got a special skinny me lens.
Like a funhouse mirror,
Yeah.
I need one of those. Send me the link.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that'd be a good product to sell,
Yeah.
Tired of being fat, never able to lose weight. What bothers you most? When you look in the mirror, well, we've got an answer for you.
How have you been, Mitch?
I've been great. I've been doing fine. I still, it's been well over a year, and I'm really nowhere near back to normal yet.
Were you ever, though?
Well, normal is a relative. Hey, I used to say to people when they insulted me, I used to look at them and say, I don't need to come here to get insulted. I can get all of that I want from my wife at home. Normal we each have our own normal setting, let's say, back to normal. But for me, when I say back to normal, it's more than anything, it's the lack of balance. The feeling. It's not vertigo, but the lack of balance, the lack of having to not just walk mindlessly. I have to walk and always be aware, and and that is the slowest thing to heal. That and my speech. I don't think my speech will ever be what it was. I think that this way I talk is going to be my new normal. I don't think it's gotten much better. It got to a point. I was watching some of my videos that I made maybe 2 months after my stroke, and I could swear I talk better than I do now. So I think that's one thing that it's just going to, love it or leave it. It's going to be the way it is. I don't want to be self-conscious about it. These strokes just wreak havoc on your life. I'm glad I had it at my age and didn't have it at 50. And I see more and more and more young people today, 30s and 40s and 50s, having strokes, and debilitating strokes. So it is what it is. We all go through this stuff. I know an awful lot of people that were great and had an active life, and then they had a terrible car accident and crippled them up, and they'll be walking with crutches the rest of their life, or walking with a limp for the rest of their life. it just happens, and it depends. We each have to deal with it in our own way, and I'm kind of fine with this now. So I think I look at Nelson, Dr. Nelson. He had a stroke. What was it? 6 years ago, 7 years ago. He still tells me there are, and I don't know how bad his stroke was. I don't know if it was as bad as mine. I have this little video, and you've all seen it, but I'm going to play it again for you. Because I watched this video from time to time when I feel like I should be getting better. Because you say that to yourself all the time. By now, I should be getting better. I should be getting better. And in order to remind myself how far I've come, I have to watch this video. And let me cue it up here for you. Okay, here we go. And this was, all right, button pushing time. Push this button, and push play. Turn the sound on. Now, this was me about 2 weeks after my stroke. And I want you to, when I turn around, I want you to look at my right arm. Look at my right arm.
Yeah. It's droopy.
It was dead meat. It was dead meat. I couldn't hardly move it yet. It just swung around there. And I had to strengthen my legs to stand and support my own weight. But I had absolutely no balance. I could barely stand up without holding on. And my right arm was dead. And my right leg, I could move forward, but I would drag it. And so I look at that and I say, well, yeah, you don't remember those things, but I have come a long way since then. That makes me feel somewhat good. I don't, Mike, you were at my house. You don't see me using the cane at home anymore, do you? No, I don't use the cane. And
You're a normal man.
Was it Rick? I'm a normal man, yeah. Was it Rick who was talking about, am I missing somebody?
Yes, Dustin's trying to get in. Keto Simple.
Justin, where are you, Justin?
Dustin, he's backstage.
Dustin, yeah, he is, huh? Well, I see Amy, I see Barry Simon, I see, oh, here he is, Keto Simple. I saw the beard, he looked like Gary. Yeah, there you are. All right.
Dustin!
I just saw a beard in there. I said, well, what? That's Gary, you know. How you doing, Dustin?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you doing, Mitch?
I'm doing great, actually. You know, I'm alive. I'm here. Could be worse, that's for sure. Could be worse. You remember the movie Young Frankenstein?
Yes.
My favorite line from that whole movie was when Gene Wilder and Igor were in the cemetery digging up the body. And Gene Wilder was complaining about it. He was complaining, this is horrible. And Marty Feldman looks at him and says, could be worse. He says, what do you mean? He says, could be raining. And then the sky opened up on him. And that to me was the funniest line in the whole movie. Could be raining. That was a brilliant movie. It was a great movie. I enjoyed that. Mitch's pick for the week. Young Frankenstein.
If you haven't seen it, make sure to watch that movie. It's fantastic.
It is fabulous. Fabulous. They don't make movies like that anymore.
Whatever you do, don't open this door.
Yeah. Well, Marty Feldman playing Igor was probably the most colorful character in the movie, even better than the Frankenstein monster. But it was great. Well, Mel Brooks movies you can't beat them. You cannot beat them. Blazing Saddles, they've never equaled that one yet. Never equaled that. In political incorrectness in a single movie, the most political incorrectness and offensive dialogue in any movie ever made. They managed to insult everybody in that movie equally, though. So that's good.
Oh, Blazing Saddles.
They even had the first on-screen fart.
What'd you say, Amy?
I was just gonna say, you brought up Blazing Saddles. That's one of my husband's favorite movies. And actually, the guy who pushes everybody behind a piano, right? Mongo.
Mongo.
So my husband's like 6 foot, I don't know, 4, but he is
Alex
big.
Karras. Alex Karras. Is that his name? Alex Karras?
I think so.
I think so, yeah.
Football player.
So
yeah, football
he got
player.
that.
Yeah.
He got my husband's nickname is Mongo from that movie because he's picked up a car. He's picked up
that's great.
My husband has ridiculous strength. Like when we first met, I'm like 5'9". I used to be 5'10". He picked me up and threw me over his shoulder and carried me around like in front of my friends, and I'm like, holy crap, that's hot. I'm like, that's cool. I was in swing choir in high school, and I was never one of the girls that got to do like the pick her up and throw her in the air. Instead, I was in the background just doing jazz hands because I was bigger than all the guys. And so when my husband came up and picked me up and threw me over his shoulder and carried me around like a caveman, I'm like, whoa, I thought that was like the coolest thing.
Well, that's the way they used to do it in the caveman days. Yeah.
Mitch, I got to give you props, man. Number one, showing that video and how you progressed and how you're just evolving, man, and just getting to that level where you are right now. Huge props. And the other part of this is the creatine. You allowed me to go into a rabbit hole with this. And I found a study. I don't know, maybe I'm late to the party on this one, but the University of Kansas, Kansas Medical Center, they did a huge pilot study last year. Do you guys know about this? Or
I've read a few studies, but to be honest with you, I don't remember. I don't really make much of a note to try to remember the name of the study, when it was done, who sponsored it. I'm just interested in what did it say, is it credible? And then I just keep that information and move on. So I may have read that read about it, but I don't remember it specifically.
The wild part with this is it tracked for 8 weeks individuals that had dementia and Alzheimer's, right? They gave them 20 grams a day of creatine for those.
That's a lot of creatine, 20 grams a day.
It is, but keep in mind, it is an aggressive disease of dementia and Alzheimer's. So what they found after the 8 weeks was an 11% improvement. Now, for those that might think that 11% is low, for someone that has dementia or Alzheimer's, it's a vast improvement. I know someone very close to me, which is my mom, who has Alzheimer's. And we're trying everything. I'm telling you, keto, carnivore, everything.
The carnivore is reported to be very helpful by itself. The creatine, you can't use it with too high of an expectation. And the reason is each of your cells can only hold so much creatine phosphate, which is the form that the creatine gets into our cells. It carries a phosphate group. And if you know how biochemistry, how energy is produced, it's produced in the electron transport chain, and we've talked about this, by adding a phosphate group to an adenosine diphosphate module, making it adenosine triphosphate. So adenosine diphosphate, if you think about it like a battery that's just about to run out of juice. And if you think about adding that phosphate, that extra phosphate group to it in the final stage, in the ATP synthase enzyme, which adds the final charge to the little battery, we can run low on them, and that's when, let's say, a runner might hit the wall and just basically collapse because no more ATP. He can't make any fast enough. That's where the creatine phosphate comes in. 5 grams a day, from what I've read, will maintain your level at pretty much as you can hold. That's why I'm wondering if they really need 20 grams a day. And some people get confused because the advice on how to take creatine, they tell you you can front load. In other words, you can get your reserves up to 100% by taking 20 grams a day for a week or whatever, and then drop back to 5 grams a day. Or just take the 5 grams a day, and it takes 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and then you'll be up to snuff. So I think it works. I mean, between that and the little ketone shot I get in the morning with the MCT oil, do you notice a difference? If you were a weightlifter and you kept pushing weights until failure, and you knew that, for example, you could bench press 200 pounds 10 times, but you can't quite get that 11th one up there. Just can't do it. You run out. We've all been there. You get to the point where you just push and nothing happens anymore. The creatine might give you the 11th rep. That's 10%. So it may not, you're right, it doesn't sound like a big thing, but you have a 10%, it's like having a cell phone that runs 10% longer before it runs out of battery. It's significant. It's significant. So, yeah. The thing I like about that particular supplement is there really doesn't seem to be any publicized downside or danger or side effect or risks, because just about every food that we eat on the carnivore thing has creatine in it. So I don't worry about that. And I don't worry about the MCT oil because it's just fat. It's a medium chain triglyceride. There's nothing, I don't think there's any potential bad side effects or overdosing on that,
Well, what gives me optimism is that the study was in 2025 and there's no follow-up. The reason why that gives me optimism, that means that they were on to something. That 11% means that they could grow upon that. And the pharmaceuticals they don't like that. So they will cut that out right away.
Well, either that or the pharmaceutical companies will find a way to make a prescription version of creatine, charge 20 times what it costs as creatine monohydrate, and then they'll push the hell out of it. They'll advertise it. They'll have studies that say how great it is. And they're not, look, everything that the pharmaceutical companies do is not bad. It's not bad. Antibiotics are not bad. Anesthetics that allow you to have surgery, anesthesia are not bad.
Short term.
Yeah,
very short term.
And some of the drugs they make actually cure things, but their whole business model has changed to a management philosophy. Don't cure the disease.
You just got to remember that what they're doing is for profit. Some of that profit's going to help us, some of it's not, but it's for profit. It's not.
Well, and you can't, in the real world, you can't demonize the company for wanting to make money. That's the reason for existence. And if I'm a stockholder in that company, I want them to make money. But that's where conscience comes in, and most people don't know enough about the drug companies not to invest in them. If you disagree vehemently with the way they run their business, make sure that you don't buy any of their stock, or that you don't buy any mutual funds that own their stock. But it's very hard today to make an investment in any kind of a fund that doesn't own some stock in all of these big major corporations. That's where the profits are. So, it's a catch-22. And then when they appoint people to their board of directors, I think they must have a sociopath exam they have to pass. No conscience whatsoever. Basically just greedy, money-grubbing, corrupt individuals. would you join our board of directors? You're just the kind of guy we want. And but it's all about money. Everything's about money. Why do you think I do this YouTube stuff? It's only money. I make such a fortune here on YouTube. You know how it is, Amy. I mean, a fortune. You know, it's swimming in money. Wait. I hear the
I'm a millionaire.
I hear the armored truck pulling up outside right now. Hold on a second.
Swimming in pennies.
Yeah, right. Deliver me a 100-pound bag of pennies. Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, Mitch is like the Tom Cruise. Show me the money.
Show me the money, baby. I like money. You know, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. When I was younger, man, I'm not ashamed to say I was incredibly money motivated. I had a ton of money. I loved the things that money could do. I loved all the toys, and I had an exciting life. I don't need that now. I don't need that. If I had it, I'd never use it. I got to the point I had all these airplanes. I had 3 airplanes at one time. I had a 53-foot Hatteras. You know, that's a big boat. And I got to the point, it was a chore to go over there and just take care of it because I'd been there, done that. Same thing with the airplanes. I had nowhere to go anymore. Nowhere that I wanted to fly. So I don't need that stuff now. I need to be able to pay my bills. I hope I never need a fortune for like managed care for life. You know, that's something that faces everybody when they get old. And the 2 things that I had, both the head injury with the resultant brain surgery and the stroke, kind of kicked my immortality thoughts right out the window. Because when you're young and you're healthy, you think, it can't happen to me. It's true, isn't it? We all thought that way. Only other people get strokes and have heart attacks. Wait till you get old. Because I'm always considered myself relatively healthy, and yet I don't know whether to blame the doctors. They really screwed up on my head injury, which is why I ended up with the surgery. Because I've told this story many times. When I first hit my head, when I fell in the gym, and my own fault too, overworking and getting myself lightheaded. Went into the emergency room. They told me I had a subarachnoid hemorrhage, which is a brain bleed. They admitted me to the hospital for observation, kept me overnight, and next morning discharged me. And I said to them the next morning, did the brain bleed stop? And the nurse just looked at me and said, well, obviously the doctor thinks it did because he's discharged you. Okay, well, the brain bleed hadn't stopped. It didn't stop. I kept hemorrhaging into my brain, and over the next few weeks, I started getting all of these strange symptoms, losing my balance. 2 weeks after they let me out of the hospital, I stood up and fell over and landed on a coffee table and put my arm up to brace myself, and the coffee table caught me in the ribs. Oh. I drove myself to the emergency room that night, 2 weeks later, and it was during COVID, so the emergency room was crawling with people. They told me, we'll get to you, sit down over there. I sat in the emergency room, I thought I'd broken some ribs, tremendous pain for 4 or 5 hours. They finally got me in, took an x-ray. Then they got me in, not in the room, but in the hallway. There were so many people. And they said, good news, Mr. Weiss, you don't have any broken ribs. You're going to be a little sore. Here's an aspirin, one of those big prescription strength Motrin pills, the really super gonzo, heavy duty ones. I said to them, you missed the point here. The point I came in and told you when I first came in was that I think I still have a brain bleed. 2 weeks ago, I was in your hospital, diagnosed with a. They wouldn't take a CT scan. They said, well, we don't think so, blah, blah, blah. And they sent me home. I was so pissed. 3 weeks after that, they were airlifting me to Holmes Regional, which is a big neurosurgery hospital here in Melbourne, in a helicopter to save my life because I had a subdural hematoma and symptoms of a stroke. I couldn't talk. And then I'll never forget that. The helicopter to the roof on the 8th floor, the gurney ride down to intensive care, meeting with the neurosurgeon that said he's going to have to cut my skull open and remove this monstrous-sized hematoma, blood clot from my head. What happens if you don't remove it? Well, you're going to die. So I agreed to the surgery, and the next day and I still got the scars. You can still see them if you see my head in the right light. You can see my rippled skull where they put the piece back in and it healed. And that's where my stroke happened, right there at the site of the surgery. And that's understandable that if a blood clot's going to form anywhere in my body, it might be where they were digging around and digging out a big monstrous blood clot from my head. Then I think back sometimes, well, what would have happened if they had really done something about the brain bleed, made sure it stopped? The worst they would have done was a burr hole. You know, the burr hole, they drill a little hole in your skull to let the blood out, to let the pressure off until the bleed stops. But they monitor it until the bleed stops. They didn't do that with me. And I'm still not convinced that they actually knew what they were doing when they were treating me for the stroke, and they could have done a few things they didn't do, which might have made me recover more utility. But since medical accidents are the third leading that's an ambulance coming for me.
That was my phone.
That's Mike Seeley's phone. Oh man, I would never have a phone ringer like that, man. I would have a heart attack every time if somebody tried to call me. At any rate, we all have to live with the incompetence of the medical community, and they're for so many different reasons. Not that they don't know what they're doing. Many of them are fabulous people, but they're so overwhelmed with patients and so many regulations and so many things they can't do unless they be hauled in front of the board. You know, get the license taken away. Look at Tim Noakes, Gary Fetke. Look at some of these guys in our community that fought for years against the machine because they dared to recommend a high-fat, meat-heavy diet. It's crazy.
One thing I'm dealing with right now is like cancer runs rampant in my family, right? And the BRCA, if you're familiar with the BRCA gene, BRCA1 and BRCA2, I have cousins who have that gene. And so I'm regretting this decision, but I got talked into getting tested for the genes, right? So I asked the doctor, I'm like, okay, how is this going to help me? What am I going to do if this comes back positive? And he's like, well, you know who Angelina Jolie is, right? Well, she got a double mastectomy. And I'm like, record scratch noise. I'm like, I'm not just going to go preemptively chop the girls off. I'm like, and then do what? Put in pieces of plastic with saline in them so that I can get, Hashimoto's? Because I know 2 women now. My other sister being one of them, she got breast implants. She now has Hashimoto's. And then there's another creator that we all know, and I'm not going to say her name, but she has reported that she had breast implants and she got Hashimoto's and she just had them removed. So I'm like, so what am I going to do? I think the only thing it's going to do for me is motivate me to keep steadfast on this lifestyle and maybe be as strict as possible and maybe do more fasting, right, to prevent cancer. But I'm like,
stop the sugar,
Right.
If you don't, keep watching Thomas Seyfried.
Yep.
I think
I'm obsessed with him. I'm obsessed with him because of all the cancer. And now my cousin just got tested and hers came back positive. So she's having, I think she's 10 years younger than me. She's 40. She's having a total hysterectomy done at age 40.
Oh, wow. Did any of you see the TV series Ray Donovan?
Yes, I love that series. That was so good.
His wife, Abby, really delved into the subject of this preemptive mastectomy. she, of course, and you'd expect this from a TV show because they always have to be politically correct and always have to support big medicine, big food, and everything. But she eventually died from the cancer solely because she wouldn't listen to the doctors. When she was what they called stage 0, remember that, Amy? They called it stage 0 breast cancer. And she wouldn't hear of it, and she died because of it. And I'm sure that might be possible, but that's got to be a very, very tough place. Very tough decision. Very tough decision to make. I know when I was laying there, you don't have to make too many decisions like that in your life, but the decision whether to let them cut your skull open or not is a tough one. And you want to make sure you don't do it if you really don't have to. And these doctors can scare the shit out of you. And there's no way you can say, well, I'll take my chances, doc. You can't do that. I couldn't do that, so I let them cut my head open. I don't know. It could be that decision took 10 years off my life in the final analysis. Who knows? Who knows? All I know is that you have to treat each day as it comes and fight, make the best decisions you can. I'm getting up the nerve to start try to do push-ups again.
Who?
You got this, Mitch.
I'm trying to get up the nerve to try to start doing push-ups again.
Hell yeah.
Because it's not the actual push-up, it's getting up and down off the floor for me, which I can do now, but it's not something that I used to be able to do a set of 25 push-ups and not think twice about it. I almost think now I might not even be able to push up the first one, but I'm going to start trying anyway. I'm doing squats now. Barry will be so proud of me. I'm doing about 15 minutes a day on the vibration plate.
All right.
Yeah, and
that's good.
How long have you been doing that now?
a couple weeks.
Okay.
Just about every day. Ever since you yelled at me and chastised me and
Did
scolded
not
me.
yell. Just suggested.
Okay. Cool. Well, will you guys? I'm expecting a visitor, so will you guys just excuse me a second? I think they might be at the door. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna hit my "be right back" thing and turn the mic off. And
so Mitch is talking about doing push-ups and sit-ups, and I haven't. When I played volleyball in high school, we did a lot of push-ups and sit-ups, and my upper arm strength is so weak. I cannot do a push-up. Like I could do a girl push-up right for my knees. I'm pretty sure I could do that. But that's been one of my goals too, is to start trying to do push-ups and sit-ups because I can't. I could never do a pull-up either, a chin-up. I could never do a chin-up. I just couldn't.
To start doing push-ups, you want to use a countertop. Use your countertop because of the angle. You're going to be like
that's a great idea.
45-degree angle. So start with that first, and then do you have a bench, like a weight bench or anything in the house, or no? Okay.
No.
Then you can start doing the push-ups with your knees, to pivot with your knees, until you can do a handful, and then try doing the full.
You can do them on stairs too.
Stairs, that's good.
Idea.
Yeah. If you don't have a bench, the stairs will give you the different angles to progress into it. Yeah.
Because I'm tired of being an upper body weakling. I'm just tired of it. Like
that's a really good idea.
Those 40-pound things of kitty litter are like murder for me to put. And I'm like, I'm an upper body weakling. Like I need to do something.
Just start picking them up and carrying them around like farmers carries, like twice a day.
One but 80 pounds.
Be very careful, Amy, because your back. That's really, you want your legs to be strong as you progress in age, but that will help you carry anything. If you don't have the legs to basically bring something up, it's going to be tough to carry it with your arms.
Well, that's part of the problem too. I really need to get back into the gym because for those of you who don't know my story, I've had 3 left labral tear repairs on my left hip.
Wow.
So I can leg press like my weight plus some, right? Like 200 pounds probably with my right leg. With my left leg, I can press about 10 pounds. So getting up and down, like for me, is a struggle. Now I had to be careful when I weight lift with that left leg because I could re-tear the labrum. I've had every time they stretch it, they're like, there's less and less stuff to fix there. So eventually, if I have to have another one, it'll have to be cadaver material. But yeah, my left leg, my right leg is strong. My right leg like can hold my body. But when I go to put a shoe on, I cannot stand without leaning up against the wall on my left leg. I cannot hold myself up with my left leg. So
Amy,
my goal is to work on that too.
have you tried planks?
I have done planks before, and that's the other thing I want to start doing again. I love planks because that like works your core.
But do you do it on your forearms or your hands?
I've done it both ways.
I think if you're going to start incorporating push-ups, just start with your elbows first.
Yep.
At least just to get a firm core, and that'll help you out with your back.
There he is.
Whoa! Whoa! There he is. Oh no!
Well,
We can't hear
We
him.
can't hear
You're
you.
muted. You're muted.
Kilty.
There he is. Go ahead.
All right.
Here.
Who we got?
Talk to him a while.
Uh-oh.
You do it.
Weirdest
guy is
UPS
really
driver I've ever
crazy.
seen.
Doctor.
Oh, my God. How's everyone doing this
Yes.
crazy day?
Hey, Dr.
Hi.
Chris.
I moved in with Mitch. This is the odd couple of the universe now. I think this is the best life we're ever living, right?
Yeah, I think so.
We smoke cigars, 10 times a day, and we eat steak.
drink
It's the
coffee,
best.
eat steak.
It's the best. It's
Yeah,
the best.
not
It's the
bad.
best. Who we have here today? We got.
Oh, here, let me make you small so you can see the whole panel. There you go.
That's the best.
There you
That's
go.
that's Barry. How you doing, Amy? All right, my Sully brother. All right, Gary,
Hello, Dr.
Gary.
Hill.
Dustin.
Dustin.
Oh my God, lions live
And
forever.
I don't know if you know Spanky from Canada, but Spanky's one
Yeah,
of
I
our
think
good
I
friends.
met Spanky the last time. Hey, Spanky, how you doing? I
Good,
came
how
to
you
hang
doing,
out with
sir?
Mitch. We're gonna have cigars and martinis.
I don't drink martinis.
I don't drink.
I don't even have any alcohol in the house. Yeah.
What's on the agenda tonight? What'd you guys yell at Mitch about?
We've been talking about everything.
Okay. All
Young
right.
Frankenstein.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy's crazy over here.
What do you think of my studio?
This guy is the best studio ever. I'm just going to have him come design my place. This is better than anything I've ever. This is amazing. This is great.
Glad you made it. Glad you made
All right, it's the New Kilts live show. We're changing studios. Mitch is moving to my place. I'm moving to his place, and we're going to share craziness in the world. He's mad at me because I missed the last meetup, and so I had to come make up for it and check him out and see how he's doing.
That's good. Let me have my headphones, and I'll say
Yeah,
goodbye.
you say goodbye to these crazy
it's
people.
8 o'clock almost, and
And I got to figure out tomorrow morning, maybe.
we don't even know.
Well, I have mine. I put my headset on.
Yeah,
and
you
we'll
can do
join together. I'll be in the.
Yeah, you can do your live stream in here,
Yeah.
and I can do it in here.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is I'll tell everybody what's going to happen. Okay, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Kilty was in Orlando, as you know, doing his flight training. And I said, well, why don't you come over and see me? So things kept... he didn't get out of there till real late.
I've been up since 3 o'clock.
Yeah, he's been up since 3 in the morning, and he was going to come over here, and I don't know what. He was going to go off, get a hotel somewhere. But he says, well, can I crash on your couch? I said, sure. And he's been taking Ubers everywhere. He just came over from Orlando in an Uber. So I said, I got an idea, because I've been wanting to go over and visit him. I said, why don't sometime tomorrow I'll just drive you home to Sarasota. It's a 3-hour drive. And I'll stay overnight there. So I may be doing my Monday morning coffee live stream at Kilsey's right after his 6 a.m. live stream.
Love this.
I'll be standing behind him doing rabbit ears and making funny faces. But we're just gonna have a day or so together, and I've been looking forward to it. And I knew he was coming, and on my cell phone here, I've been following his Uber all the way from Orlando on the map. The little car has been driving over, and I was hoping he'd get here before 8 o'clock, and just in time. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it a night tonight, guys. Thanks so much for coming in. Thanks so much. It's been great. Let me play a little happy music for you. Everybody say goodbye in the chat.
Bye, everybody.
Say goodnight to Kilsey back there.
Bye, Kilt.
We'll see you all over the interwebs tomorrow. All right, guys, I'll let you drop out.
Have a good night.
And then, good night, Michael. Good night,
night.
Barry. Good night to you. Danny, good night to you.
Good night.
No trolls. Good to see you always. Gary locked up. Gary's frozen. Mike Silly's trying to figure out how to get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
go away. Will you just go away? Go away. It's over. You remember the end of Ferris Bueller where he comes out at the very end after the credits and says, "Are you still here?"
Let me out of this window.
Let me out of here. Okay, here it is. That leaves just me and Kilsey. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks so much for coming. It's been a blast, as always. I will see you on Kilsey's show tomorrow, for sure. And then, more than likely, on Monday morning again for Morning Coffee with Mitch. So until then, my friends, take the rest of the day off and eat meat.